So today we're going to talk about the new data that came in for Westtown and Logan Square. We'll get into some other places in another video, but I want to talk about these two first. It's pretty interesting. We're like kind of at a crossroads because when you look at Westtown and Logan Square, you've got closed sales up 13% in detached homes, so that's single family homes. But pricing has come in a little bit, 7% year to date. We're basically unchanged on the price that you get for your home versus list. It's 96%. And market time has decreased significantly. So you've got more closed sales, median sale price has come in, and market times have come in. So I think we're kind of looking at something occurring in the single family home market where things are becoming more affordable. It will be interesting with the Federal Reserve cutting rates, and they're going to cut more rates, how that also affects sale price, because obviously money's going to become cheaper and people will be willing to pay a little bit more because their monthly payment is not as high. So this is down the line, but next year, Q1 and Q2, I'll be real interested to see how the negative rates, the lowering of rates, affects the sales price. But we're definitely on that teeter because we still have low market times, 100 days for single family homes, 60 days for condos. I mean, that's fast. And to tell you the truth, it says 60, but by the time that you go under contract, you get through this and you get through that, those days affect that. So let's say if it's 60, it's probably really 50, which is a month and a half. That's really quick. And the pricing on the attached single family homes has held. It's only down 1%, while the sales are down 7%. So that, my friends, is a supply side shortage. That means that there's less places, but the pricing is still holding pretty much, which is a good sign, and the market times have stayed steady. We'll see how the condos react in Westtown, Bucktown, Ukrainian Village, Logan Square, once these new Fed cuts over the next couple months start coming in. I think you'll see a decent change. It should hold. We're either going to get a nice bounce off of these levels we have now, which are kind of been the same year over date, or we will see a dip. But the Fed's making sure that money's cheap, so that we'll probably see a bounce back up. To be in Logan Square proper, and to talk about those numbers a little bit, you've got market time staying steady. In the single family homes, they've gone from 80 days to 71. To me, that's steady. You may have a couple sales that kind of put that data one way or another. 141 homes this year versus last year of 170. That's a dip of 17%. And the median sales price has gone down 9. So Logan's seeing pretty much the same thing that Bucktown single families are. We're getting affordable. Market times are dropping. It will be interesting to see when rates come and how that affects the single family home market. I think we'll get, everyone else is calling for the end of the world. I think you're going to see January, February, March, April, you're going to have strength in that price, and we'll go over that in a year. Stay tuned. But I think you're going to get some strength there. When we tail off, it always tails off in the summer, and it'll tail off going into Labor Day. So a lot of this data does have that summertime data in there, and it's always dead in Chicago because people have 100 days of summer, they're partying, they don't want to buy stuff. On the attached single families, which is the condos, closed sales are up 16% in Logan Square, and new listings are only up 10%. So you're seeing a lot of inventory change hands, and the prices have gone up 2%. So that, my friends, is a very strong market. That is the Logan Square condo market. So prices gone from 400 to 415, so they're still underneath that jumbo threshold, and the numbers are great there. So you may even see stronger stuff happening in Logan. This is also probably a nice funnel of people that are buying condos in Bucktown are now moving to Logan, and the single family homes are getting a little bit more affordable in Bucktown, and the condos are getting a little bit more expensive in Logan. So we're seeing kind of a demographic shift. That Westtown also has Avondale in there. We'll break down some Avondale numbers. I bet you're going to see the numbers in Avondale, and I know it because I sell there, they're through the roof. So we're getting a kind of a demographic shift, and it going to the northwest. So that's for Westtown and Logan Square. We'll see in a month to talk about those numbers. We'll keep these numbers in mind and see how this first month of the lower rates and getting out of 4th of July and August, the lull, and how that affects us. So we'll see I believe we'll see a nice pop in price in the end of September to November. So if you're gonna buy, right now is a great time. It will get competitive after Labor Day. And then obviously you're gonna get after Thanksgiving, December, January, you'll get a nice lull. And then those rates are gonna kick in with low inventories in February, March, and April. So I'm bullish for those 3 months. If you're gonna sell, that's a great time, or right after Labor Day. If you're gonna buy, try to stay out of those times. But if you're selling and buying, you're either gonna sell for high and buy a little higher, or you're gonna sell for low and buy lower. So you're not like in a bubble. So that's the market report for this month going into mid-August.